All right, let's jump right in. You hear CPA and probably think taxes, right? But what does a modern CPA firm really do these days? Turns out it's a whole lot more, and we're going to break it all down.
But first, before we get into the nitty-gritty, let me ask you something. And be honest, does thinking about your finances just feel stressful? Like way more stressful than it should be? It doesn't matter if it's for your business or just your personal budget. And that right there is the core of it, isn't it? You pour your heart and soul into what you do. But when the numbers get blurry, it can feel like you're losing your grip. That sense of control just evaporates. And pretty soon, you're feeling completely swamped. Yeah, it's way more than just numbers on a page. It is a real weight on your shoulders, the confusion, the constant worry, just not knowing for sure where you truly stand financially. The thing is, you don't have to carry all of that by yourself. So that's where having a guide comes into play. You see, the real goal isn't just about crunching numbers. It's about getting back that clarity. It's about finding some genuine peace of mind. Okay, so what is a modern CPA firm really? Forget just tax season. Think of them as your financial co-pilot. They're a team that's there to help you navigate everything, the good stuff and the tricky stuff. And their number one job, making sure your numbers are rock solid. Because let's face it, you can't make smart decisions with bad information. And working with a real pro, it can be a total game changer. It's such an amazing feeling when you find someone who is not only brilliant at what they do, but they actually love it. They get a kick out of untangling all that complexity so you don't have to. And that's the key difference, right? It's not just someone doing a task for you. A real guide goes the extra mile. They make sure that when you walk away, you actually get it. You understand what's happening with your money. And that understanding, well, that's power. All right, so let's talk specifics. What does this help actually look like? We'll start with the business side of things. You can think of it like a toolkit, one designed to give you stability and help you grow. First things first, you've got the daily operations. This is the engine room of your business. Seriously, we're talking bookkeeping, payroll, cash flow, the foundational stuff. If this isn't running smoothly, nothing else matters. Getting this right is absolutely non-negotiable. Okay, so once that engine is humming along nicely, you can finally lift your head up and think about the future. You can stop just surviving and start thriving. This is where the big picture stuff comes in. Need that C-suite level advice without the C-suite salary? That's a part-time CFO. Thinking about your next big move, like selling the business or passing it on? Well, you're going to need things like business valuation and succession planning. This is the exciting stuff. And then you have the really specialized support for when things get, let's say, interesting. Forensic accounting is literally financial detective work. They follow the money. Litigation support means you have a numbers expert in your corner during a legal battle. And audits, they give you that verified, undeniable snapshot of your financial health. Honestly, it's the kind of expertise you hope you never need, but you'll be so glad it exists if you do. But look, it's not all business, right? A huge piece of the puzzle is you. It's about your personal finances and protecting everything you've worked so hard for. And this covers the whole journey from start to finish. We're talking about building a personal financial plan, getting ready for retirement, all the way to really important things like estate planning and even elder care. It's all about making sure you and your family are secure for the long haul. And of course, there's one thing that weaves its way through all of this. Your business, your personal life, your future, the one constant for everybody. Yep, you guessed it, taxes. Now, when we say tax services, we're not just talking about filing your 1040 in April. No way. This is about year-round, proactive tax planning to save you money. It's handling the messy stuff like business taxes and even new frontiers like crypto. They really got all the bases covered. But what happens if things have already gone wrong? What if you're in trouble with the IRS? This is where a CPA firm goes from being a guide to being your champion. They step in to help you with the really scary stuff, resolving back taxes, stopping the IRS from taking your wages, fixing unfiled returns. They literally stand between you and the IRS when you need it most. So, when you step back and look at all of this, what's the bottom line? Well, it's pretty simple. It's the difference between trying to do it all yourself and having a real partner on your team. I mean, just look at this comparison. It says it all. On one side, you've got stress, confusion, wasted time, basically just reacting to problems. And on the other side, Peace of mind, clarity, confidence, making smart plans for the future. It really is a night and day difference. And that's the real point of all this. The whole goal, whether it's bookkeeping or tax help, is to lift that financial weight off of you. It's about freeing you up so you can put your time and energy into what you're actually passionate about, what really matters. So let's just end with this thought. Imagine for a second that all that financial stress is gone. You have total clarity, complete peace of mind, and an expert in your corner. Just think, what could you accomplish then?